Welcome, everybody. Today is August 5th. This is the Village Board meeting for Granville, New York. First order of business on the agenda tonight is we need to ratify the meeting minutes of 7-1. I need a motion to ratify the meeting minutes.
I'll make that motion. Okay.
Dean makes the motion. Gordy seconds. All in favor? Aye. Moving along to our appropriations I'm going to do the monthly reports first. Sorry about that. Let's see, we have a report from our Granville Police Department. Total incidents for the month of July is 126. Total incidents year to date is 760. Investigations year to date is 91. I have our village justice report to certify my report for the month of July. Transmitted electronically to you Monday on August 5th is a check for the amount of $1,201 was sent to the Chief Fiscal Officer of the Village of Granville. That was from Roger Ferrando. We have our village water tests. Test sites were at 48 East Potter Avenue, 89 North Street, and at 75 Quaker Street. All of the samples came back good. The Village of Granville's water is safe to drink. Moving along to our Granville Fire Department. Structure fires, they had 4 of them. Motor vehicle accidents, 4. Hazardous conditions, 3. EMS assistance at 4. Rescue call, 1. Fire alarms at 3. Total alarms for the month of July is 19. Total calls year to date is 114. And we have our village code enforcement submitted by Curtis Padone. 8 verbal warnings were issued, 6 written warnings were issued, 1 sidewalk replacement application, and 0 referred to courts. And that is our reports for this month. I need a motion to accept reports as read. Heather makes the motion, and Denise seconds. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Moving around to our general fund is $214, $577.11. Sewer fund is $27,155.25. The water fund, $15,818.22. Our senior shuttle is at $1,349.97. Unaudited vouchers came in at $13,739.83. The total is $272,640.38. I need a motion to pay the bills. Gordy makes the motion and Dean seconds. All in favor? Aye. We do have one budget transfer. This is basically that came out to be a clerical error that our good clerk and deputy clerk kind of caught and corrected. We needed to transfer $50 to settle a shortfall for last month for the state retirement system. It was a good catch, and they did get it, so we were able to get it out there on time, but I need to transfer $50 from the general fund and move it to the retirement fund. I need a motion to... So moved. Gordy makes that motion, and Denise seconds. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay, mayor's reports. First of all, I'm going to move to, we have a new application for another firefighter. The Village Board, Granville Engine and Hose Company, has accepted the following member by membership vote. We are asking that you have to approve this, him as a member of our company. You will see the member's name and address and the date they voted into our company. Please look over the name below and respond back to us. That would be great. We're looking to accept Mr. Doyle Williams, who was inducted on 7/9/2024. I need a motion to accept Doyle to the
I'll
fire.
make that motion to the following appointment.
Dean makes the motion.
I'll second.
Heather seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And thanks again for getting the volunteers. And thanks for Doyle for volunteering. Mayor's reports. I got a couple things that I just want to go over briefly. I talked to the Department of Health and DEC today about the St. Cobain spill that happened earlier this July. or last July, and all the test results have finally come back in. They have been submitted by St. Gobain to DEC and the Department of Health, and they are evaluated. Apparently it's quite a thick packet of information. They told me by the end of this week they will be issuing a public statement on the impact of the spill and what was tested, what was not tested, and if anything was impacted. They said it's going to be a very thorough explanation of what's going on and what was the remedy that has been happening. We had been following this all along. I've been in contact with them week after week, day after day, and it's just been a lot of people. I know everybody's been asking a lot of questions about this, but we're not holding anything back. It's just that there's no information to even give out right now. So once this report and information, chemical analysis, whatever they're doing with it is sifted through, they do intend to, DEC and DOH do intend to make a full report available to the public for their review and for St. Gobain to go over. Secondly, I'd like to address the problem that we had with the Amazon temporary drivers that were parking in parking lots across the village, all over town. People were complaining about this, and rightfully so. They were parking in public parking lots. They were parking in private business parking lots. Chief Bassett and I did stop down to the Amazon facility. I got in contact with their shift supervisor at the time, was named Chris Reed. This was on a Saturday. We approached him with the issue of the random parking and where these people were living in their vehicles, and they told us immediately that they were going to address the problem. I then asked, are these people legal to work here? They did tell us yes, and right on their laptops, they did pull up everybody's name. They showed us licensing that they had to drive vehicles, and these are people that are legal to work here. Granted, they are people that didn't speak English very well, but we did verify that. And as far as I know, just to verify with Chief, have you had any problems since we've talked to them? Yes. So they have taken, I want to thank Amazon for this. They have taken some quick action on this, and it just took one visit from Ernie and I, and we stopped down and had a very good discussion with them, and they were very cooperative, and they understood, and they told these people that are coming in to drive that they cannot park in local parking areas or public parking areas, and it seems to be resolved. So other than that, I want to big kudos to our Granville DPW. Our pickleball courts are just about finished right now. They look fantastic. Great job done on that. Looking forward to that, and as well as I know a lot of people are talking about it. The paint job, what you want to fill us in on that, Scott? How close are you to whatever you're doing with it? When will they be able to play? I'm not going to be the first one on the court.
I hear there's a challenge going on between the mayor and me, Scott.
Yeah.
Challenge?
There. I think that's a good challenge right there. But anyway, great job on a great project that came together very well. Big thanks to Denise as well. It worked hard on that. I know that was right from the beginning. A couple of bumps along the way with it, but it did come out beautiful, nicely located. And again, thank you very much. And the park looks great as well. I noticed the brush cut down actually around the swimming areas. So that's a big plus. That's a big plus. And thank you again. So moving on, I do have one request for the park to be used by Phil Hoyt to request the Veterans Park for Operation Adopt a Soldier. The concert to be held on September 8th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Phil does this every year, raises money for the veterans, and helps them out in any way that he can, and it's a good program. I don't see any problems with this. We don't have the park reserved for anything else on that day, so I need a motion to.
The only comment I'm going to make, Mayor, is it's a great program. He's been doing it for years. I didn't notice last year there was more tents in the ground. We got that ground full of wires now with all Christmas and power and everything. I'm just worried that the state's trying to get one of those wires one of these days because it's fall.
Well, I guess that's something we can address the vendors about or mention to Phil. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And we got 110 volt signal wires that are live all the time.
Yep.
Wires that go out to the street lights. So
Yep.
I didn't notice last year with that big tent to have. Just concerned if they're gonna pound it through all the.
Well, we'll have to give them one of our maps.
But other than that, I'm certainly in favor of it. I think it's a great project. I'll make a motion that we approve it.
Okay.
Second.
Dean makes the motion, Denise seconds, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right, so other than that, I don't have anything else, so I'm going to open the floor to public comment. If you'd like to speak, now is your time. Please address the board as a whole. This is not a question and answer session. And you have 5 minutes to say what you'd like to say. So now is the time. If anybody would like to say something, the floor is yours. John?
Just quickly, congratulations, obviously, on the pickleball awards. I just think it's wonderful what I did with that. Seeing beautiful, good job by everybody. Great addition to Granville. I'm hoping the board could take consideration to Church Street and the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit through there. All of our life, that was 30 miles an hour. It was only dropped down to 20, if my recollections are right, for the preschool that was there. And there was concern, with picking up and dropping off and all. And I think with a stroke of the pen, the village board dropped it to 20. But that's been long gone, and that's up at the school. The only reason I say that, I don't know that you give out a lot of tickets. To be honest, I've never heard of anybody even getting a ticket there. But I don't like the perception that it's our speed trap. We have a lot of traffic that goes through Granville, as you know, that goes to Vermont and tourism. And every little town has it, we've all done it, right? Including me getting a ticket in Greenwich. Everybody's got a speed trap. It just gives me the perception the whole town is 30 miles an hour everywhere. 100-yard section is 12 miles an hour. And it's from what? Bridge to Main Street, maybe. It's very short. And there's probably 2 signs that most of you have to change and go back to the way it was for 50 years.
I agree. I agree with that. The Head Start building is now closed. It's been sold. There's no longer Head Start there. Ernie, what's your take on this?
Well, one of the reasons why that was posted is because we did have a pedestrian fatality in that area. And it is a highly congested area. People park on both sides of the street. Sometimes I know you have to wait for a single lane traffic. So I think that's the reason behind this, not just because of the Head Start. So I don't know, if you go there during the daytime, sometimes there's traffic or cars parked on both sides of the road and you have to wait. So
Is it narrower possibly than our own roads?
well, we talked about
I think it was a combination,
no
John.
parking on one side of the street, but we couldn't decide which side of the street because it would affect so many different people.
It was a combination of the preschool and certainly with the funerals going on, and people come up over that hill and all of a sudden there's a pile of cars and people out in the street from a funeral. But the main purpose initially was for the preschool.
That's the way I remember it. When Frank was on the board, and that's what was.
And I know my brother Dan was headed down to Yarsville one morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. He got pulled over because he didn't realize that it was 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's just odd to only have 100 yards and 20 miles an hour. So